Pedro Pascal is here in Marvel Snaps with the new season pass card, Mr. Fantastic First Steps, which end of turn gives a card in your hand -1 cost or +2 power. You saw the thumbnail. You know me. That means new card. It's new season, new cards. We're doing Victoria Hand stuff. I wouldn't be who I am if I wasn't fulfilling the prophecy of Swedish Zombie in their very, prophetic comment. But I promise I did not start here. I woke up very early this morning. It is very early. I'm not going to get to 28 videos this month without a grind. But I was playing a different deck. I had a deck that I thought had a really engaging thumbnail and title and people would be interested in seeing. And I started to play the deck. And I'll pull up my stats here. It has a 50% win rate even, but I'm down 7 cubes. It just wasn't jiving for me the way I wanted. It's not horrible. I might still make a video on it. So then I was like, okay, whatever. I was going to make this Victoria Hand deck later this week. I still had, the same title, same thumbnail I had in mind. I was just going to make it later this week. And I thought, you know what? Let's just do it early. I've been having fun playing this anyway. And I genuinely feel like Mr. Fantastic does make a difference in it. Let's play it. So again, it's early this morning. I got to get to work, so I haven't had a lot of time. So I've only been able to play 8 games. But in those 8 games, I have a 87% win rate, and I'm up 14 cubes. Just a super, super fun deck. Mr. Fantastic's inclusion is, could go either ways, that it's either hurting the deck or, good for it, because, of course, the inclusion of Shadow King here makes it kind of counter synergistic with the power you're getting from Mr. Fantastic. Shadow King also can hurt your Collector or your Bishop. But the intention of this deck with the likes of Quinjet and Sentinel and Infinity Ultron and even the Ancient One is just late in the game, put down cards on the board repeatedly. Boost your Collector, boost your Bishop. Like, how much power are these cards going to go to? Where is that power going to go? Is their Ancient One going to hit their Mr. Fantastic or their Victoria Hand? And it's just, I could have a speed in here, but I just, with the discounts, I'm not always spending my energy. So I thought, Mr. Fantastic was a fun flavor. Either way, I just kind of put this together after a few different iterations of every time a new card comes out, I'm always trying in a Victoria Hand deck. And in particular, I've liked the combination of Victoria Hand and an Infinity Ultron, and then also separate from that, a combination of Victoria Hand and Ancient One. And I wanted to combine those two things. And it's been surprisingly really, really good and just a lot of fun. It's also just kind of like my comfort deck that I feel at home with, so I'm very comfortable playing it. So that could be another reason that, I'm playing it well, is because I feel confident playing it. But my goodness, is it just a ton of fun. I hope you enjoy the games for it. Yeah, I guess we're just stuck being a Victoria Hand gamers for forever. But truly, on Mr. Fantastic, Pedro Pascal here, he actually makes a difference in this deck because it aligns with the intention of this deck of adding cheap cards that boost your Collector and boost your Bishop and have surprising power with the likes of Victoria Hand and Infinity Ultron and the Ancient One. Sentinels discounted by Quinjet and beefed up by Victoria Hand are 1/5s. They're almost demons. And then if you get an Ancient One to hit Victoria, you get the Tau Mandala to hit Victoria Hand. They're now, 1/7s, 1/9s, which is just crazy power. And they're all, they're cheap, so you can put a lot of them down to boost Bishop. Every single one of them is also going to boost the Collector. It's just a lot of fun. And so that benefits when you have Pedro Pascal hitting cards to make them cheaper, adding them more power. Like, it just aligns with kind of the mission or purpose and win condition of this deck, and it's surprisingly a lot of fun. If you'd like to play this deck and you're missing any of the cards, Mr. Fantastic, you of course could replace with Surge if you want to, but this, discount is a lot of fun with Mr. Fantastic. If you're missing the Ancient One, you could go for something else. You could go do Mystique or Moonstone. I thought about putting Moonstone in here, but the Ancient One is just kind of a flavor that I'm interested in at the time. If you're missing Infinity Ultron, as I know a lot of people are, he's actually kind of a weak link in here, so you could go for something else like a Mirage or a Snow Guard or a Hawkeye Kate Bishop or some other card that generates cards in your hand. I would not go for something, a Valentina, Iron Patriot, something like that. I personally would probably go the route of Snow Guard or Hawkeye Kate Bishop. Hawkeye Kate Bishop is great. However, Snow Guard benefits from Quinjet a little bit more. It's kind of up to you and what you prefer to play. You could even go a Devil Dino because you have Sentinels here. And, that gives you another target for the Ancient One with Devil Dino. You could do that as well to replace Infinity Ultron. The fun thing with Infinity Ultron as well is that you can, depending on if you get him out early, if there's energy cheats or sometime, or there's a turn 7 or whatever, or Mr. Fantastic discounts Infinity Ultron and you can get him out early. You can also sometimes, I'll show you here, his card, your Mind Stone, which has your on reveal abilities, happen twice. Hitting that with a Tau Mandala is insane. And everybody loves the Power Stone that doubles Infinity Ultron powers, but the one that I love the most is the Soul Stone. Like, +2 power is, again, aligned so well with the intention of this deck that you're just adding power to locations so repeatedly, and you're just beefing up Bishop, you're beefing up the Collector, you're getting cards down that are buffed by Victoria Hand. Like, you're just adding consistent power to the board at low cost and doing it repeatedly. Especially when you have the Mind Stone down and then you Soul Stone on the Mind Stone, that's +4 power at each location. It's a lot of fun. I like that combination. I love Infinity Ultron. Anyway, I really, really enjoy this deck. I'm surprised by how well it works together, and it fits well, makes a good thumbnail when I'm able to say something cheeky about trying the new card in Victoria and have an 87% win rate. Everyone, when a new card comes out, and then we'll get into the gameplay with a slightly long introduction. When the new card comes out, there's a pattern where people just take the new card and shove it into a deck that it kind of matches. I did something similar with Mr. Fantastic in a Surfer deck. Okay? I did the same thing with Mr. Fantastic in a Zoo deck. This one's actually not great. And so I wanted to, not do that, not just take a Victoria Hand deck that I love and shove Mr. Fantastic in it, but actually make something unique, and I feel like I've achieved it here. You got to play it really, really well because Shadow King really can hurt you. It always kind of hurts when Mr. Fantastic gives +2 power to Shadow King. It's just funny, I actually feel like Mr. Fantastic isn't just put in a good Victoria Hand deck and perform well. I feel like he genuinely aligns with the intention of this deck and allows this deck to do what it wants to do, which is play cards constantly to the board at larger power than expected. And he aligns with that. So enjoy the gameplay. It's fun. I had a lot of fun. It's great to be having an 87% win rate with Victoria Hand. Anyway. Thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody's kind support to all the videos. If you are still here and you have not subscribed, like I mentioned, I woke up very early this morning to get this video recorded before work because I've got to release 28 videos in the month of July because I'm turning 28. So I have a goal of my own to reach 28 videos, and I have a goal that I need your help to achieve. I cannot do it without you. That is to reach 2,800 subscribers, 2,800. We just crossed the 1,500,000 subscriber mark, which is a lot of fun, which means we've got a long way to go to reach 2,800 subscribers. So if you want to help by subscribing, that would mean a lot to me. If you've already subscribed, leaving a like, commenting on the video, or if you feel so bold, even sharing the video helps it perform. But I just appreciate you watching. More than anything, I'm grateful that you would choose to spend some time with me. That genuinely means a lot to me. So thanks for watching. Have fun with the deck. If you need some other card swaps, let me know in the comments. Have fun. Okay. Ancient One is kind of sweet. If I'm being totally honest. Well, that's frustrating. That's cool. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we can wait on that. Hmm. So the question is, do I then Victoria Hand and Talmadala, or do I try and Talmadala the Mind Stone? Okay, so gotcha. Okay, so I can do this. Then, whoops. Then that. No. We got to do this first. Then that. Then that. I have no idea what we're about to get. Crushed it. I mean, to be fair, they're playing a pretty cool cook. All right, Reed or Pedro. Oh, that is going to be our. That is going to be our. Ooh, our Shadow King target. What on earth? Okay, so if we do. Oh, I just realized what that means. This is sweet. I think I like this better than going the Infinity Ultron route. Omega Red seems kind of crazy, to be honest. No way. So what we can do... It's technically the same amount. Makari. Oh, it would have been sweet to hit Makari. Victory. Ooh. Now that could be interesting. Interesting indeed. Now I don't want to help him out too much. You're joking me. You're kidding me, right? Okay, we gotta fill ourselves up a location over here. We'll wait on that. Leave it a surprise. Haha. Oh, I guess they're still destroyed, which is a lot for them. Sweet. Never mind, not sweet. That changes everything. That changes everything. Boom. 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 Would I rather have a 4 cost or a 5 cost? I think this. Think this is the way to go. I have no idea. Dang, that's huge. Luckily, I think we're winning center. Yeah, easily. It's just a matter of winning right now. Or left. I was like, no, we're not winning. Victory. That would have been so cool to use the Tal Madala with Gore. That just would have been insane. But it didn't work out that way.
This just in.
Love that. Yeah, this is 100% Surfer. which we can really, really, really shake up with some well-timed Shadow King. How are we going to do that? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Rude. I gotta be that way, man. Why do you gotta be that way? So I'm gonna be up by 3, and they'll be up by... Man, I don't think I have a winning line here. Because this just gets the collector juiced up. But not by very much. What is this? Herbie, we're not going to beat. They're winning, dang it. Yeah, those discounts were rude. Ooh, that scares me. Do we try and get in there early? Quinja is just such an essential card. I say we try and get in there early. Dang it! We rolled the dice. That's what we get. Okay. Pedro. Don't do me dirty, Pedro. Oh, worst card to hit. Beautiful. I'd rather you hit that card than any other in Washington, D.C. specifically. Yeah, let's get some more Sentinels out there. Too bad I couldn't get this turn earlier. Infantry Ultron out. No Quinjet is a bummer. Oh, they got it too, but they're locked in and I'm not because I used a spell. Which I guess they could do with Merlin. Is that part of their deck? It is. Okay, they're not locked in. Shadow King, you are my favorite. Victory. Ooh. I love 1-cube games. Okay. Do we keep this 1-cube game or do I snap? Astral Projection? You're kidding, right? It can't be this good, can it? Can it? I actually don't know what to... He's Shadow King me, which would be frustrating. Or he could pull a Sentinel down on me. I'm hoping it's a Sentinel, that's what I'm hoping. The problem is they're getting their Titanium back no matter what.
All systems go.
Five, 6, 7.
Power must be controlled.
So what's over here? Nice. Oh, interesting. I snap every game. Let's see. Do you actually? We would have loved it if it was a Victoria hand that we got, but we'll go with the ancient one. That's cool. Oh, they do snap every game. I'm tempted to snap back. I am tempted to snap back. Oh, Shadow King will be spicy in Camelot. Oh, we love that. I'm winning. I just know that I'm winning. There's just no reason not to at this point. Guess what, my friend? You aren't ready for this. Actually, I could just... well, no, the Shadow King's kind of spicy. Like, it's like a surprise. My hand will be very full at this point. What about if I do something like... I'm thinking. Ah, sadly can't be used anymore. They haven't done anything here, so I'm going to put this over here. Put that there. Put that there. Eight cubes. Here we go. They could also just Enchantress me, and we're done for, but we'll see. This is gonna be my final game too. I gotta edit this video. So, do we win? Do we end it on an 8-cuber, or do we just tank our cube rate with the deck? My heart is actually pounding. Oh, we don't get the 8-cuber. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. What a good game to go out on.